Have you ever pondered why economic disparity exists? Why certain communities, such as African Americans, are disproportionately affected by poverty? Today, we delve into this intriguing subject, shedding light on the historical context of economic disparity. The roots of poverty among African Americans are deeply rooted in history, specifically tracing back to the era of slavery, which lasted over 2.5 centuries in the United States. Slavery was more than just a system of labor. It was a system designed to generate wealth for slave owners while laying the groundwork for an economic system that inherently put African Americans at a disadvantage. Following the abolition of slavery, the Jim Crow laws came into effect, enforcing racial segregation. This further entrenched the economic disparity as African Americans were systematically denied access to quality education, housing, and job opportunities. In the mid-20th century, the civil rights movement fought for racial equality, yet the economic disparity persisted. The legacy of slavery and segregation had created a wealth gap that was difficult to bridge, even with legal rights in place. The war on drugs in the 1980s disproportionately targeted African American communities, leading to mass incarceration, which further exacerbated the economic disparity. Families were broken, leaving many African American households with a single income, or sometimes no income at all. Fast forward to the 21st century, African Americans continue to face systemic barriers to economic mobility. Discrimination in housing and employment, unequal access to quality education, and a racially biased criminal justice system all contribute to the persisting economic disparity. So, to summarize the main points discussed in the video, the economic disparity among African Americans is deeply rooted in history, going back to the era of slavery. Segregation laws, systemic discrimination, and the war on drugs have further exacerbated this disparity. Despite legal advancements, the legacy of these historical injustices continues to impact the economic status of African Americans today. Understanding the historical context of this economic disparity is crucial. It helps us acknowledge the systemic barriers that have perpetuated poverty within the African American community. It's not about blaming the past, but about understanding it, so we can pave the way for a more equitable future. This is a complex issue with no quick fixes. It requires concerted efforts from individuals, communities, and governments to address systemic racism, promote equal opportunities, and ultimately, bridge the economic disparity. Because every individual deserves the chance to prosper, regardless of their race or background.